Yeah, man, people, welcome back again. Another film podcast from them again. 4-3 victory, man. Big result. Game of the season. Game
Yes,
of the season, man. Jaja, you know, big game there, Old Trafford, man. But before we go into it, man, where you going? You think good?
yeah, man. But no, just don't watch football Sunday.
You kind
Just
of
come
low.
back. Hello?
Yeah, probably turn up the device. Yeah, man.
Yeah, hear me now?
Huh?
Yeah, hear me now?
Yeah, me, I hear you. But me know you just sound far away. Normally you sound well clear.
I don't know how I go. You know, hear me?
Yeah, me I hear it, but it clear now, but normally that sound more up close. You
Hold on,
see?
I'm turn on my
Yeah,
microphone.
man. But
Yeah?
people, man, what a time to be United fan. What a time to be a United fan, man. Big result. You know, yo, I almost dashed my phone in the screen with that Rashford miss in just before extra time play.
Yeah, Rashford should have the deal from then. And, but him still come back and redeem himself in the extra time.
Yeah, what kind of soon I
Still
my
song low?
uh
Mr. Song low?
yeah, kind of sound a little bit low.
I don't know. Everything turned up on my end. Try any turn up your phone.
Phone turn up, man.
I don't know. Everything, everything turned up on my end. I mean, I
Yeah,
hear
I
my
mean,
microphone.
let's wrap it because me I hear still. Is it? I'm hearing it.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it. But yeah, man. Oh my God, I was just talking about the Rashford team, man. Yeah, I almost threw my phone at the phone, bro. In the TV. I don't know how he missed that. I really don't know how Marcus Rashford missed that one. I'm telling you, I don't
I'm
know
not
how he.
surprised. Not really surprised after
Huh?
the. Not really surprised after the season he's having this season.
You not surprised?
No, after the season he's having a very average season. If it was this Marcus Rashford from last season, then yeah, but this season he's having a very average season, so I wouldn't be too surprised seeing missing that.
You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I don't know if the audience, whoever is watching, whoever is watching is hearing it really clear, to be honest. You want bounce out and come back in?
Also, come
Yeah, as I'm hearing Daniel, but I don't know if you guys listening out there is hearing him properly, but I'm hearing him clearly because I have a headset in. But yeah, man, what a time to be a United fan, man, beating Liverpool as they're coming back to the Old Trafford again. Yeah, they're coming back to Old Trafford again. Both them want to get the quadruple. No way under my cabinet, man. No way. But yo, for everyone that's talking about, United, with commitment to players are not commit enough playing for, the shirt, the badge, the people, the team itself, playing at Old Trafford, players are not inspired anymore. That game against Liverpool, obviously it is the biggest game in English football. And, the two name of both clubs, Liverpool and Manchester United, will inspire the players, will get the players and pump up, for this game. And you could see on both sides. And, you know, Marcus Rashford, Manchester United have played one of their best game of the season, especially in that first half. I mean, you could probably say United went back to the old United in that second half, and Liverpool dominate that second half, really dominate. Should have even got one more goal to kill the game off, but United stand firm and we got the result. But it's like it's so sad that in the first half, like probably around, I would say 10 minutes before or 5 minutes before the first half ended, United gave up two silly goals, yeah, after Aaron Wan-Bissaka put Mo Salah in his back pocket in that first half. And I'm telling you, I was delighted to see Aaron Wan-Bissaka back for United, in that start 11, knowing that he's going up against the best winger, the best player right now, outside of Erling Haaland in the Premier League, and Mo Salah is a very technical player, 1v1 coming up against any fullback. Yeah, he have done it against all the teams in the Premier League, since his time at Liverpool until now. So, I'm very pleased. Not many defenders like Aaron Wan-Bissaka can say, yo, I put Mo Salah in my back pocket in that first half. He got away a few stuff in that second half, but it was just overall was just a team, probably lack a little bit fight, probably lost a little bit of the edge in that from that first half. And in the second half, as I said, Liverpool should have gotten that goal and to kill the game. But yo, yeah, you're like yeah, yeah, good.
Good.
Yeah, good. I'm hearing you. So, if anyone is listening, just let me know if you guys are hearing, Daniel. Yeah, just let me know if you guys are hearing Daniel. As I'm waiting for my guest, yeah, Liverpool fan outside, in living in UK. Big up the man himself, Skank. Yeah. Before we we get Skank in. What you think, man? What you think about this whole game? Just
Overall, this game was very have a lot of mixture of United was on top and then Liverpool came back. Liverpool
yeah,
controlled the game and then Liverpool never really take their chances and then United get back in the game. And you were just after the year you were just back and forth. But,
yeah,
if over the full 90 minutes, you could say Liverpool was the better team. But I think that just some sloppy play just kind of passed them, and until it came on and that equalizer at the last minute to bring the game into extra time. And then
you could hold your thoughts right there at extra time. Yeah, you could hold your thoughts right there at extra time. But yeah, the man himself, Skank.
Easy.
Wagwan, man.
You good?
Bless up, brother, man. The wrong time to be on the show, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
The wrong time to be on the show, Skanks, man. How is things in the UK, brother?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Weather's
How
weather,
is the
isn't it?
weather?
Always
Raining?
raining, isn't it? Raining, isn't it?
Which side you live?
Me north. I'm North London.
No, you support Liverpool.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How is that possible?
So obviously, when I'm growing up, everyone's Liverpool, everyone's Tottenham and Arsenal, innit? So I wanted to be different. So I picked Liverpool.
Yeah,
My granddad lived in Tottenham and took me to a Tottenham versus Liverpool game.
yeah,
And yeah, from the time I watched them, that was it. I got into Liverpool, and that's me. I've been
yeah,
suffering all these years, and then Klopp's come in and done a madness.
yeah, man. Yeah, glad to have you on the show, man. Glad to have you on the show. As
No
this
problem, man.
is the second time we're doing a video, but not on this platform, right? We did
Yeah,
a video already. Yeah, that was
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
Newcastle Paris Saint-Germain game in
yeah,
Paris,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That was a
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. So, as we were talking about, the game, that's where we're going to start, man. Game of the
Mm.
season in all
Um,
competition in English football this season.
um,
no,
I would probably say the Man City Chelsea game, the
yeah,
4-4.
I stopped for me.
I'll
Yeah,
probably say that's probably the game of the season so far
Yeah,
yeah.
because you didn't see that coming. I know. Obviously, Liverpool are favourites to win today, but
yeah,
that Man City Chelsea game to finish 4-4, no one saw that. Everyone thought, yeah, City just going to wipe the floor of them,
yeah.
and it turned out to be 4-4. So I think that's probably the game of the season so far.
Even that Liverpool game against City, easily the game of the
Yeah,
season.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Both games were top notch.
Yeah.
2 games.
Not to cut you guys,
I'm
but
surprised of that first half though, because I think United caught most Liverpool fans, off guard with that style of play in that first half. A lot of people were expecting Liverpool, United to be on the back foot, playing that transition game, which they kind of do, but not so deep as they played at Etihad, a couple of weeks ago. A few months back, even they played at Anfield. Knowing that they're going to play at Old Trafford against Liverpool. If they don't play some positive football, the Old Trafford people them will get on them, knowing that it's Liverpool in town, the biggest rival, the biggest English game. Look, what you think about United performance in that first half?
I think the first 15, 20 minutes they played well. Like you said, they came out and attacked us. No one expected it, but like you said, they're at home. They can't really sit back and do what they did at Anfield, just get men behind the ball. Because like I said, 75,000 fans in there screaming attack, attack, attack. You don't really want to hear that. So the first 15 minutes, yeah, I think they caught Liverpool surprise. They
Yeah,
attacked us. They took a deserved lead. You can't say they didn't deserve the lead because they were all over us. Took a deserved lead, and then slowly but surely, Liverpool started getting back into the game. You could see we were
yeah,
getting back into the game, and that equaliser was coming. I didn't see the
yeah,
second goal coming so quick, but
yeah,
the equaliser was definitely coming. We were literally all over them.
yeah, man, yeah. Paul, Aaron Wan-Bissaka versus Mo Salah. What you think about that battle, man? He put Mo Salah in his back pocket in that first half. What you think?
um, you think so? I don't really. I think Mo Salah. He did get a couple opportunities, but overall, Wan-Bissaka have a decent game after coming from such a long injury, But Salah, eventually still end up scoring. But I don't think it was Salah's best game. Salah is still coming out of an injury, so he still doesn't look sharp. He was outside a couple times, even for that first goal against Endo. So maybe Salah still not fully sharp, and that's why you think Klopp might be picking him off early before the game.
Can't say hearing him?
Yeah,
Yeah, just want to make sure. Yeah,
Yeah, so I still think Salah is not fully fit. He's still making his way home. That's why I Klopp take him off before the 70th minute. I think he came off.
yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, and I was wondering why he was taking him off because the game was still. It's at Old Trafford. As bad as United team is, they still have to be trying to finish up the game. But Wan-Bissaka was pretty decent, and Salah wasn't good at his best.
Yeah. Skank, when I think when that come win with that at Old Trafford and get the quadruple, man, what do you think? What you Liverpool fans want from United, man? You know, in four competition this season, man, fighting for everything. Obviously, it's the Urgent Cup last season. You guys expecting to win everything. Look, only one game lost in 2024, and it's that beaten at the Emirates. Am I correct?
yeah.
3-1. You guys have drew 2 games, that 1-1 at Craven Cottage and that 1-1 at Etihad. Those games, are the only games that you guys drop points away. But at home, you guys are demolishing everyone. You saw what happened, in that European tie against Sparta Prague, man. You guys finished them off that leg in Czech Republic and write them off at Anfield. What's your thought about Liverpool, in this 2024?
I was saying to Specs, obviously we speak to Specs. I was saying to Specs before the game, if I had to pick one game to lose between this FA Cup game and the league game, I'd rather take the 3 points because I want the league. Like
Yeah,
I'm not just saying it now because we've lost the game. I said that before the game started. The 3 points is more important than the FA Cup. Like
yeah,
we've won the FA Cup. It was 30 years since we won the league, and we didn't do it in front of fans. So you want to see Liverpool win the league in front of fans? They deserve it. So for me, the 3 points when we played them in 2 weeks' time is more important than this game. We should have won the game. We should have killed them off in the second half. We were just slacking in the second half. We'd had so many chances. You could see Klopp. Klopp was going mad on the sideline. You could see how slack we were. The game was too
yeah,
easy. In the
yeah,
second half, the game was just too easy for Liverpool. And they just dropped off. They just dropped down to Man United's level. And you
yeah,
knew it was going to happen. You just knew it was going to happen. The way the game was going, you knew that Man United were going to get a chance. And they took their chances, man. Like, hats off to them. Like, they played well, but I think Liverpool poor. We
So,
should have won the game. The game should have
so
been
you wouldn't give him, a little credit in that second half, the way how, he started that second half, he picked United in that midfield. They start to get in beyond, Manu and Scott McTominay more easier, just because, Shabazai and the Argentinian, started to play a little bit more closer. Endo was running more. You could see that he's running more. His recoveries were better in that second half. You think that's down to Jurgen Klopp tactical in that dressing room in the halftime?
No, that's what I'm saying. The second half was brilliant. Like the build-up play, what we did was brilliant. And what I'm saying is just that the game just became too easy for Liverpool. So it's like they just dropped down to Man United's level. Like there was one point where it was what? I think it was 3-on-1.
Yeah.
And they played the wrong pass. Yeah,
Yeah.
played the wrong pass. And you could see Klopp going mad saying, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like he knew we were just slacking off. And we got punished. We deserved to get punished. We deserved to lose that game. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say we should have won that game. In the second half, we should have won the game. The game we should have been 3 or 4 up with a chance we had. But they just started playing slack. And we got what we deserved. We deserved to lose. Like, I'm not going to come in here saying, we've been robbed and stuff like that. Nah. Kill the game. Kill the game. Be ruthless. Like, if you're looking like back in the day when you had like Salah, Mane, and Firmino up front, do you think they're gonna slack off, or they're just gonna go for the kill?
Game would have finished already.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. But we've gone there and we've gone there and hammered them before. We've beaten them 5-0, 4-2.
Yeah.
Just kill the game.
Yeah.
Kill the game. Then take your foot off the gas.
Yeah.
When it's 2-1, the game's still live.
Especially at Old Trafford.
Exactly.
Paul, you thought on United in that second half, what went wrong for Ten Hag? After such an impressive first half, conceded 2 goals late in the first half. In the first half, think that kind of, cut that little energy away from United, came out in the second half?
No, I think Liverpool midfield quality started to come in. Right? You see Endo and Kacey started to dominate the game. Like I said to one of my friends at the time, like you see Liverpool quality start coming in. They start to control the game and start to boss it. And as a Liverpool fan said, Scans. Yeah, as he said, they start to dominate. They start to run through the midfield. Manu started to get a little leggy. That's why he came off, take him off for Ericsson. But overall, Liverpool just need to take their chances. I think Klopp, as far as the changes, Gakpo, he does not look the same. I don't know what's wrong with Gakpo.
I don't.
He's just going through the moment. And Elliott have been very good, but he has been sloppy. Like two good chances that he could have played one of the front players in, and then he dwell onto the ball. And then Nunes was just sloppy up top. Was just not taking his chances. But overall, United deserve to go through.
One of you guys, I don't know. The FA Cup draw probably finish. One of you guys probably could. This draw is finished. Skanks, you sign it.
Yeah. They've kept the Manchester clubs away. So it's
United City.
No, they kept them apart.
I was like, what the hell? You said?
Yeah, I think Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea gonna face Man City.
So it's Coventry versus Man United, and Man City versus Chelsea.
So it's another FA Cup with the 2 Manchester club might go in the final.
Yep.
Paul, you guys going to Skanks, Daniel, have a platform, Daniel Football Show, he's a massive Chelsea supporter.
Yeah.
He's gonna shit in his pants coming in next week.
Not really though, because they sort of got the number over Man City this season, ain't they? They've got two draws, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think Chelsea they suit to play the team when a team is better. Like I think Chelsea they turn up when they play again. They should have won that final against Liverpool. I don't think we got it so wrong in the extra time. I think Chelsea do step up when they're playing against a better team. I think we lapse when we play like teams that we're supposed to be beating. So I'm not really scared of City. And City have not been the best team, best form of this season.
You confident going into that game?
Yeah, I'm confident we can get a result. And plus, you have to put in mind that I checked the fixtures. City gonna be playing Real Madrid that same week when we have them. So
The second leg.
yes, so they
So
may
so
rest.
after they come back from the Bernabeu, they will play the semi-final.
No, they said they're gonna play the semi-final after the FA.
Okay, okay. Since you're talking about Chelsea, man, you won at Stamford Bridge. What a game. I don't know how you guys let Leicester City back in it, but for some reason, I only watched the first half of that game. As that Aston Villa game and West Ham game, I turned over to that. So I know Chelsea's your team. You guys won, but tell me that first half, Raheem Sterling got so much opportunities, missed penalty, all of that. What went wrong in the second half for Chelsea to let back Leicester City back in the game? Because you guys were all over them in that first half.
Yeah, let's not see giveaway such a bad own goal. And then from that, Leicester City just came back in the game and get a life. It's like. And then after that, we just all over the place. I must say, Pochettino this season, every time we go in so good first half, we have come back second. Came on second half, looking so bad. I don't know what is he saying to the players in the dressing room at halftime. It's like every time we play so good in the first half, we come back and looking very dreadful. Sterling, I've been saying it for weeks. You need to stay on the bench and play Modric. Like you can see the fans was booing when he was taking off Modric today, and he left Sterling on the field. I feel so sorry for him because sometimes a player is out of form, just take him out of the spotlight. You get what I'm saying? But overall, deserving to win. We carried so many opportunities. Time for one way and Coney Chukwuemeka to came on and win the game. But overall, we should have blown Leicester City away. We just about moved
Yeah.
on.
Were you surprised of that Leicester City? They actually played pretty decent in that first half as well. You watch that game, Scan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leicester top of
What do you think
top
about
of the
Dewsbury?
championship.
He was having a little running around in that midfield.
He's a good player. I rate him highly, man. Liverpool looking at him in the summer, but they didn't get him. But I like him, man. He's a really good young player. Um, Obviously Leicester, they got the assistant manager. Used to be
Yeah.
Pep's assistant manager,
Yeah.
so he's got them playing some good football. And Jude Hall, he's in the middle of it, man. He's in the thick of it, man. The guy rates him really highly, so he's a good player, man. I can see him, depending how Leicester come up. I can see him maybe leaving Leicester maybe in the summer or next year.
Yeah. I mean,
Chelsea wise, just like Daniel was saying, when it's an easy team, Chelsea just seem to switch off. They just find it too easy because this season against Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, all the big teams, they've played really well.
yeah.
I think they probably got one of the highest points collected against the big teams this season.
Yeah.
I would have thought. So yeah, and Sterling again. Sterling brings it on himself. Like Cole Palmer is the penalty taker. Why are you taking a penalty off him? It's only what's the score? What 1-0 at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1-0.
Like it's not. It's the game's not dead. Like if it was 2 or 3-0 and you want to go for a bit of confidence, yeah, I understand that. Take the penalty.
Yeah.
It's 1-0, Sterling, man. Come on, like don't do that, man. I think that's the second time he's taken a penalty off Cole Palmer this season, and then who's it? Fernandez had to take it off him and say no, give it back
Yeah.
to Cole Palmer. Like what are you doing, man? Like, and then that free kick as well. Like, oh, it was like a rug. Like obviously over here we play. Over here you have rugby and stuff, man. And over here you call that a rugby conversion. Like, what are you doing? And then I'm not surprised in getting booed by the fans, man. Like, you're a big player. You come from a big city for big money. All right, I know Chelsea are a bit of a mess with like when it comes to managers and formation stuff, but you're a senior player. There's a lot of young players. You should be setting the example, man. And I don't know what is with him at the moment. It just doesn't seem to be clicking for him.
Yeah. You're following the championship, Scams?
Yeah. I watched the championship, man. Championship's
Um,
pretty good.
Wings, Dewsbury, and Ndidi. That's a Premier League midfield that can challenge next season when they get promoted.
Mm, And Didi this season seems to pick up again. Like he was he was another one a lot of big teams are looking at. And then he had a few injuries, sort of loss of form, and people just like gone off him a bit. He's had quite a few injuries, but he's a solid midfielder. I think they'll do well. I think they'll do well as long as they don't do. You've seen Burnley this season, haven't you, with
Yeah,
Vincent Company? You see Vincent Company's like stuck to his principles and playing
yeah,
his football. But look, they're getting hammered like week in, week out. Like you have to adjust in the Premier League. Like playing that football in the Championship where no one can get near you, that's good. In the
yeah,
Premiership, people work you out quick, and he
yeah,
hasn't adapted his football. So if Leicester come up and they adapt their football, yes, you want to play with your style of play and stick to your principles, but you have to adapt when you come up in the Premiership. So
yeah.
a few players in and around Dewsbury and Ndidi, yeah, I think they'll do all right.
They
I
do
think they'll
right.
do all right if they come up.
One more thing from you, Pooh, from Chelsea. You know, you guys have scored 5 times, four plus goals 5 times this season. Our competition. You know, obviously, you know, you guys are going through a rough moment right now in everything that you guys playing. But seeing that, you know, you guys can still score goals. You know, you even blew away, you know, Aston Villa at Villa Park. You know, and what you guys did. I think you guys played a game just before this quarterfinal. You guys played Preston. It was Preston.
Yes.
No, you guys played on the FA Cup. You guys played that
Uh,
game at
yeah, we played.
it was it
Yeah,
Preston?
I think we one of those
Yeah, but
European teams.
I think you won that 5. No, you scored another 4 plus scores again in the FA Cup back to back. You know, what you think, you know, moving forward, knowing that, you know, you in the semi final after FA Cup, yet again you can go to another cup final.
Um, I'm not worried about the team far as scoring. I think we kind of fixed that. Cole Palmer, you can see him. Yeah, he been very one of our best players this season. Johnson starting to get a little confident. Modric. I'm not really worried. My main problem with Chelsea is control games. Like we could be up 2-3 nil, and we make one mistake and we let the other team back in the game. That's my only issue with this team. I know the team is inexperienced. That's when experience gonna have to come in and hold the team together. I think that's the main problem going forward. But as far as scoring goals, I don't have a problem with the team. Because as far as just control the game, I just know how to win games. Because that's the
Yeah,
problem with Chelsea. Just inexperience is costing us. But over time, I think the team will do.
yeah, man. Obviously, you know, we're going to move on from, you know, the Chelsea versus Leicester game. You know, yesterday that game at the Money Mill. Scans. You see anything of that game, that Coventry game, and Wolves?
No, I missed the Coventry game because my niece was playing football, so I was watching her. But
Oh, so
I saw the highlights though. What a game! What a game to come back to come back from 2-1 down and win 3-2 in a was it 100th minute of the game,
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was a really good finish as well. They got a bit lucky. I think was it the second goal? What looked handball?
yeah. It looked handball. Yeah,
Yeah, and
saw that
they
one
didn't.
even today against West Ham. It's
Mm,
kind of similar.
yeah,
And I think Mengi scored one also and Faris too. So it was a lot of handball calls that could have, you know, gone wrong. But, you know, Coventry, they got that one and, you know, championship team. You remember
magic
when
magic of the
huh?
cup they say, innit? The magic of the cup they say.
Yeah, you remember that I think it was 2014 where you have Sheffield, I think it was Sheffield United, Charlton Athletic when Wigan beat Man City in the semi-final. I think Arsenal went on and beat All City, I think 4-3 and penalty. You remember that
Yeah,
FA Cup run? There's so many, you know,
yeah.
championship teams run right up from the quarterfinals, go to the semi-final. I don't remember if you remember that run.
And the final,
And the final,
Wigan beat Man City in the final, didn't they? 1-0 in one of them. They got relegated that season, and they beat. Sure, they got relegated the season
I think
and beat them.
I think that wasn't that 2013 because I think the Gunners won the 2014 FA Cup.
Yeah, they
Oh,
won.
I know which one you're talking about though.
Yeah, Wigan. I'm sure there's a season when Wigan beat Man City in the
Yeah,
final 1-0.
I
Yeah.
think it. I think I can make a quick check on that. But that game at the Molyneux Coventry, obviously it's kind of a little talking around on YouTube, especially because we have two, Reggae Boys international players playing, Kacey Palmer and Joe
Yeah.
Latibody. Joe Latibody gave away a goal in that game. That ball at Ricochet, I don't know what the hell is he
What he was
doing.
doing.
I, I hope he leave when he leave Molyneux, he leave that in the Midlands. Don't bring it to the Jamaica national team.
I think that was.
Oh,
I
it's
think that was
international
very.
break. Are you not
Nah,
playing over the international break? Have you got games
Yeah,
over the
we playing
international break?
the US in that semi-final
I,
Nations League.
Okay,
I think
okay.
that was harsh. I think that was, he couldn't do nothing because the ball
His
was.
body position as a defender, it was wrong. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
I still think that was a fortunate deflection of him. I don't think he could have did anything.
Huh?
I don't think he could have did anything. I watched that game. I watched that.
You text me, and I was watching the game there and there because I was on the road.
Yeah, I was watching that game, and
Kacey Palmer played really well. I think he kicked a set piece that lead to one of the goals for Coventry.
Yeah, the first goal. Yeah.
Scan, that FA Cup season that I was talking about is 2013, 2014 when the Gunners beat, Hull City 3-2 in that game. So yeah, that was a season. Man City beat Wigan Athletic 2-1 in that semi-final, and Hull City beat Sunderland 3-0, and Sheffield United beat Charlton Athletic. So that was like a little, that was one of the best since then until now. But Coventry versus United, man, we can't let them off the hook. We just cannot let them off the hook. Look, I'm going to feel it for my international players, Kacey and Joel, but we just gonna have to get past them. We're just gonna have to get past them, man. But all you love in the FA Cup this season?
There's been some good games, man. There's been some good games.
That Maidenhead game. That
Yeah. What team's it? Was it more? Was it? What's that team was in from a low division? Yeah, got right up to the fifth. Got up to the fifth round.
They beat a team that was in League 2, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They beat Ipswich. They beat Ipswich as well.
Ipswich?
Yeah, beat Ipswich as well. So it's been good.
That was a two-tie game, right? I think they played at Maidstone home. I think so. But look, even Wrexham made a run too. Wrexham, I think, went to the fourth round. I think could have easily. They gave that. I think they played at Ewood Park. They played Blackburn and they lost at Ewood Park.
Yeah.
But even a lot of teams made some run. Remember that Lincoln City team that made that run?
Yeah. There's been a few over the years. There's been quite a few over the years. There's what's the other team? Chesterfield. I don't remember that. They made a good run. I think they got up to the semi-final. Chesterfields. They were like from second division. I think they were in.
Yeah.
That was like a good few years ago. But yeah, there's been some good giant killings this year. Like some big teams have gone out, and hats off to Coventry, man. Getting to the semi-final, big day at Wembley.
Big one. Yeah, man.
You never know.
This is back-to-back season. They're going to Wembley. I think they played in the championship
game. Yeah.
They beat by was it Luton, right?
Yeah, they lost to Luton. Yeah.
Yeah, Kacey Palmer was injured. That's why they didn't make it. But obviously, Amari Bill went through. Luton went up. So we have to give thanks. One in, one out. But hopefully, Coventry can get in that championship race. But Pooh, you think the FA Cup is living up to its expectation, or you think it's kind of died down a little bit? What do you think about the FA Cup this season?
No, I think I would say few seasons back. I think when Pep they came out. Remember when Pep was winning the Quarter Cup every year and the FA Cup almost every year. That's when I think it did die down when Pep won. I think now you kind of see it kind of like I don't remember used to getting up watching Wolves Coventry. You get what I'm saying? I know I used to do those type of stuff. So now you can feel the spirit coming back. Like even United Liverpool game today. If you didn't know that it was an FA Cup game playing, you thought it was a Premier League.
Yeah, you thought it was a Premier League because Leicester played some really good football there. So yeah.
Exactly. So and it's a tournament. I want to win it because we have lost 5 finals in at Wembley for the past few years. So, you know, I want to win it. You know, it's a trophy better than not winning anything. You get me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think the spirit is coming back in the tournament.
Skanks. Before
Yeah.
we're going to move on to the Premier League, but I have one question for you about the championship. Ipswich Town, is they ready for the Premier League after that early 2000, relegation season where they have we need 2 decades now? They haven't been in the
Yeah.
Premier League. You think they're ready now under that young coach, Kieran McKenna?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Again,
Think they
they
would?
play really good. They play really good football under him, but the Premiership's a different beast, man. It's like you're seeing it. You're seeing it with Sheffield United and Burnley this year,
Yeah,
and Luton. Like
yeah,
normally, when 3 teams come up, one of them do decent, don't they? Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Luton have been quality, but you can see they're starting to struggle now. Like their squad's not good enough. Like they're playing 3 games a week for the last 2 weeks. They're playing,
Yeah.
and they can't play that
I
every
get
3 days. They
them.
haven't got a squad. They ain't got a squad for it. So, yeah, I don't. I think Ipswich will struggle. I think if they
Yeah.
can't, they'll struggle.
You have any championship team that you just like to see?
No, to be honest with you, I just watch it. I just enjoy watching it. I've enjoyed Leicester this season.
Yeah.
Leeds have been decent as well.
Leeds,
Southampton,
Leeds, Leeds is coming back.
yeah, Southampton been good as well.
I
It's you
think
know what it is. No one's really running away with it. All right, Leicester started to run away with it, and they lost a few games, and it brought everyone back into the pack. But Southampton, they were on a massive run, and then they lost quite a few games, dropped down. But it's competitive this year.
yeah.
It's really competitive. So I
Norwich
think it's
was
going to be good.
Norwich was in that mid-table, and
Yeah,
then now all of a sudden, 2014, the American Josh Surgeon have scored 8 goals in 2014. So,
yeah,
they came right back up in that playoff. But yeah, let's see. Keep on close eye on the championship. It's very exciting this season, man. But game that we're going to move on to is at the London Stadium, West Ham versus Aston Villa. Where do Unai Emery got it wrong? You watch that game?
Honestly, I did
no,
not
I
watch
haven't
that
seen it. I just saw the
game.
scoreline. I
I
didn't see
was
Yeah,
that game.
focused. I didn't even remember that the Premier League was playing.
you did it.
I didn't even remember. I was so focused on the
it,
FA Cup.
it, it
But
just it just kind of mix up. Just kind of mix up. But look,
yeah,
Mikel Antonio, man, yeah, the Reggae Boy International. He is the top striker in the Premier League when it comes down to fighting for scraps. We talk about that every time when Mikel Antonio scored. That goal that he scored, yeah, that ball from Poole, I don't know how he got that crossing, but it was a pinpoint cross. And that finishing that Mikel Antonio did, something like what Alan Shearer would have done, in his time playing for Newcastle. Yeah,
yeah,
but our boy Leon Bailey look poor average today, bang average,
yeah.
I don't know.
I saw a couple disallowed goal. I think that's West Ham
Yeah, a
scored.
couple disallowed goal. A couple
Yeah,
disallowed goal. It took that West Ham scored that goal deep in extra time, and it took VAR around 5 minutes to decide that, hey, tell the referee just go and take a look, and the referee take another 2 minutes. So it was a long, long, long stoppage time, man. But Skanks, yeah, look, Mikel Antonio, how do you rate him as a player in the Premier League?
I like
Obviously, he
Big
was
Antonio.
injured.
He's an old school workhorse of a striker, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like a battering ram. Like I don't
yeah,
know if you remember Emil Heskey back in the day for Liverpool.
SK,
yeah,
yeah,
Like how Owen said that he's his favourite strike partner because he did all the work, didn't he? He did all the donkey work and
yeah,
held
the
up two
first
centre
ball.
backs. Yeah,
yeah,
held up two centre backs and freed up the space. Antonio's the same thing, man. He's like, think about it. He started as a right back, right wing back. Then he went into
yeah,
left midfield, and he turned himself into a striker, man. So you've got to big him up. I've always liked Mikel Antonio. Apart from when
yeah,
obviously he mouthed off this year about Liverpool, saying that West Ham would finish ahead of Liverpool. Because I don't know if you
yeah.
lot get it in Jamaica. He's got a podcast over here where he talks about the Premiership and stuff like that. So
Who? I don't get that. What you said?
Mikel Antonio, he's got a podcast over here. He does with
Yeah.
remember Newcastle's Wilson, the striker.
Yeah,
They've got a podcast over here.
Send me that
So
link.
they do. I've seen it. They do it together.
Yeah.
But Wilson's just left it now, and he was saying that West Ham will finish above Liverpool. So all the Liverpool fans got into him on Twitter and stuff. So he had to make an apology. He had to make a public apology, saying that he's sorry for saying that the Liverpool fans were getting onto him. But it's not a bad little podcast. They just like discuss what's happening like each week of the Premier League. But yeah, he got it. He got it. He was under pressure. So
I must say I do like see players come out and do that because I see I don't know if you guys watch the NBA. Jeremy Green do have a podcast that play for the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
So I do like to see players
have podcasts, right?
Yeah, come out and talk about the game because we tend to be fans. Sometimes we see these players like they're not a human being, you know.
Yeah.
So I like when they come out and actually share.
Even when remember when Foster, was doing that goalkeeper camera. Remember that, and he went to Wrexham.
Yeah.
And the Premier League actually threatened him to say, "Hey, don't bring that in our league."
Yeah.
So I do love to see stuff like that. But Stans, obviously, last season, West Ham was fighting to be in the Premier League. Now they up in the top half. Right now, being really good. So they beat Freiburg, turn over Freiburg in London. Thursday. Where do you see, West Ham going to the European title?
They got a big one, ain't they? They got Bayer Leverkusen in the next round.
Yes.
So that is going to be a good game. And on that podcast, they played Bayer Leverkusen in a friendly in the summer. Michael Antonio was talking about, and he said that they absolutely murdered them in the friendly. And he said that he'd never seen anything like
that.
That
one's going to be a spicy one. Trust me.
Yeah,
because that game going to be a very good game. Trust me.
Yeah, they want their revenge because he was saying that they were a great team and he rated Xabi Alonso. So now he said that how they got murdered in the friendly.
That, and Bayer Leverkusen just beat Freiburg 3-2.
When today?
Yeah. Just beat them 3-2.
Bayern definitely gonna win that.
Yeah.
But what's the chance though for David Moyes to win back-to-back European ties? Is it possible?
Well, this is his third year because they lost in the final. Was it the final? They lost in the final, didn't they? The first year. Then they lose in the final or semi-final.
Semi-final. They got beaten by Frankfurt, I think.
Yeah, and then they lost the semi-final. Then they obviously won it last year.
Yeah.
And then now they're in the quarterfinals this year.
Semi-final? Is it semi?
Quarterfinal.
I think the Europa League is stronger this year. Yeah, Liverpool.
Leverkusen.
Roma.
AC
I think it's way too stronger this year. Yeah.
I mean, you don't know.
I don't think West Ham is that good away. Their away form is not that great. I don't think they have a good away. I think they're very good at home, but you have to go away and get a result in the European League. You get me? So
you text me on Thursday. That kudos to Ghanaian killer. What a baller, man.
He's a baller. He is an absolute baller.
I
feel like if Kudus was fit in that African Cup of Nations, Ghana probably would have done better, to be honest. Because you could see that he was playing above his level in that African Cup of Nations, but he went in that tournament injured, but he's doing it right now for West Ham. I was wondering, like, a lot of big people, big clubs might look in their lips that we missed out on a talent.
No, but the thing is, I don't know if you heard about it, but because remember Brighton were after him.
Yeah, I know Brighton was after him.
But he wanted a release clause in his contract, and Brighton refused it. That's why West Ham got him. So he's got a release clause that if someone comes in a certain amount, he can come. So he'll be gone in the summer. He'll be gone in the summer.
100 on his head.
Yeah. Exactly.
$100 million. $100 million.
So yeah, I can see him going to something. But look at it, like, a lot of Man United fans are complaining, saying, what's it called? Ten Hag was at Ajax.
Yeah.
And you picked Anthony over Kudus. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
I know Anthony scored today, but come on, man, like that's only his second goal this season, Anthony.
Yeah.
Today that he scored.
Yeah.
So
season. I think he scored in that. FA. What did he score in that FA Cup?
Yeah, 4 goals in the FA Cup.
Yeah, that's all in the FA Cup. These goals.
I mean, Stance, Aston Villa, and me and Bailey. What your thoughts on the Jamaican international?
I think he's done well this season. My brother's a Aston Villa fan, isn't it?
Yeah,
So he watches them all the time. He's been had a bit of early season form was good. Then he had a little bit of like I think he got injured. I think he done his hamstring or something.
yeah,
So he
yeah,
was out for a bit. But the last few weeks he's been on form for Aston Villa.
yeah.
I think he's a good player, man. Just signed a new contract for him as well, didn't he?
I just
New
a
five
new
year contract.
yeah.
So yeah, and then I didn't realize that story was about him. I'd like read up the story where he was a foster kid and got picked up. Um, I don't think he was in school and stuff, and now he knows 5 languages and stuff like that. It's a brilliant
Yeah,
story,
he
man. At
speak, he
least,
speak probably around 5 language.
yeah, that story needs to come out, man. Because I saw it on, I can't remember where I saw it. I think it was some,
Yeah.
might have been on TikTok or something. And I was like, wow, this is amazing.
So
When the guys like picked him
they
up and took him across
yeah.
Europe and stuff.
They're in the quarterfinals of the conference. They will play Lille. Obviously,
Yeah,
you have Olympiacos, you have Fenerbahce, you have Pau, Club Brugge, Fiorentina, and Victoria Plzen. Aston Villa must be the favorite in this tournament.
yeah. I think all the English clubs are favourites. All the Premier League clubs are favourites. So Liverpool favourites for the Europa. Aston Villa favourites for the conference, and
Hey,
Man.
can you imagine? Can you imagine us a Leverkusen in that Europa League?
It's like it's destined to be honest with you, isn't it? Because Liverpool are after Alonso. They've kept them apart as well. Like we're on separate sides of the draw, so
The final is in
it could
Dublin,
be.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, how much more minutes you have to go?
Um. Yeah, I should be like another 10 or so minutes. I should be good.
Yeah, man. Talking about that game yesterday, Spurs. What the hell? Who? What happened?
Um,
This game seems like it just played on the radar. That Fulham and Tottenham game seems like it played on the radar.
yeah, because as I said, it's the FA Cup weekend, so everybody just focus on the FA Cup. I think Potsdam's Tottenham coach got it wrong yesterday. I think he just believe in it. I understand he believe in his principle, but he just played this very high line, and they just keep getting caught up. Like I don't get it. Like he would never decide to change it. Like he just keep
Yeah,
going, and Tottenham. That's a hit on their transfer. Trying to get into the transfer Champions League
yeah.
spot. So I don't know. I just think maybe it's just a half day for them yesterday.
Probably half day.
Yeah. But Fulham have been in very good form lately.
Lately, yes. That Spanish kid Nunes, he's really good. Seems
No,
like
he's
a
Brazilian.
huh?
He's a Brazilian.
He's a Brazilian.
Yeah.
That he was. At all these times, I was thinking Nunes was a Spanish. I swear.
He's coming from an England.
All this time, I thought Nunes
Yeah, he's a
was
Brazilian.
a
I
Spanish
thought you
kid.
would have known
Trust
that.
me, I have no idea. Probably I knew, but I just didn't forget. But I was thinking that this player is a Spanish. He don't give me a Brazilian kick to me. He don't give me a Brazilian kick.
Yeah, he don't. But he's 22 years old. He's coming from he's from Brazil.
Stans, big and what are your thoughts on him?
I think he's done well this season. Again, another manager sticking to his principles, not changing it up. Spurs are funny because, again, I didn't see them losing to Fulham. I thought Fulham would, I thought they beat Fulham. Not an easy game. I thought they beat them like maybe 2-1, 3-1.
Yeah,
But it's that I don't know over here. Over here we got that Spurs called term called Spursy. Like they'll just like drop points, random points, and play poor.
yeah,
And it's just one of them games where they were awful. I watched that game. Like they were poor. Like didn't create
yeah.
nothing. Fulham
I
deserved
watched the
it.
last 30 minutes of that game, and I just didn't like what I saw from Tottenham in that game.
Mm.
But you see, as I was saying, this game kind of play under the radar. A lot of people kind of overplay the FA Cup. People can realize now how huge is the FA Cup because Premier League games play this weekend, FA Cup game play this weekend, and you have people, you have media houses, big companies talking about the Coventry and Wolves game rather than Spurs lose against Fulham at Craven Cottage. So you see that the FA Cup still have its name, still have its brand, but it's just that sometimes people kind of just overlook it. But on the wider scale, FA Cup is huge. Ivan Toney, I think Brentford have only won 2 games since Ivan. They won against that first game. I think it was against Forest where you scored that free kick.
Yeah.
And they won another game. I don't remember who they beat, but other some that they have lost 7 games. What the hell is going on with Thomas Frank?
They've got a lot of injuries, a lot of injuries to key players.
Yeah.
So centre back, is it Pinner? He plays for Jamaica, doesn't he? Yeah, he's out. Henry, their left back, he's out.
Yeah,
Henry
is out.
Yeah, I think he's just come back though. He played yesterday, didn't he? I think he come on yesterday. Who else is out? Ben Mead's out injured as well. So they've got a lot of injuries for some key players.
Yeah.
So it's just one of them things, man. Like,
Yeah.
I think they'll be all right though. I think they'll be all right because obviously
it says Nargard is out, Iki is out. The German Shade, that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
He's Da Silva is out. So yeah,
they got a red card yesterday too. That was unfortunate. They played almost that whole game.
Yeah, they got a red card too. But kinda, to be honest, have Brentford. They finished in the top half of the table last season, and I have them as one of these teams to challenge for that last conference spot. But you can't say injured. Liverpool have all sort of injured, and Liverpool is still winning.
Yeah.
So I mean,
difference.
Yeah.
Huh?
Different squads, yeah.
Big,
yeah, different
the quality,
squads,
yeah.
But before you leave, what's your biggest surprise of the Premier League season so far?
Liverpool to be up there. That's my surprise. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. Like I said at the beginning of the season that if we finish in the top 3 and win a cup, that's a good season for me for a rebuild, like brand new midfield. But to be joint top and only second on goal difference.
I scored 53 goals in our competition in the calendar year so far.
Yeah. So to be up there, be second place on goal difference, I didn't see it. I didn't see us being up there. So that's my surprise, to be where we are, still in a chance to win the league, still in 1-1 cup, still got the Europa as well. I didn't see it. I didn't see us being up there.
We think we'll win the Premier League. We think we're gonna win the Premier League this season.
I think we still got a chance. Obviously, you would say City are the favourites because this time of year they know how to win back-to-back games and stuff. But to me, I don't think City is strong defensively as they have been through previous years. I think you can get at them.
Yeah.
And if you look at who's playing well at the moment, you would say Arsenal. They look strong defensively. They've got goals in them, but again, they haven't really had so many games where they've had a lot of injuries. I know they've had injuries like Timber's been out, Jesus has been out, but they haven't had to cope with like Saliba being out or Odegaard being out or Saka being out. And now they're playing, obviously they've got Bayern in the next round of the cup. So last year they were able to rest players.
Harry Kane got the ankle injury.
Yeah, but I think that's just precaution. That's just probably just Bayern's just thinking like, let's just get him out of the England again, let him have a 2-week break. ready for the Arsenal game. Yeah, well, I mean, look, Pep's done it. All of a sudden, De Bruyne's got a groin injury, so he pulls out the squad.
They pulled him out. Tedesco pulled him out of the squad.
You'll soon see like another player. You'll see Haaland all of a sudden. He's picked up a knock in the FA Cup game, so he's not joining up the squad. Right.
What's the talk up there in North London about Ben White on the English side? I saw that Aaron have said England should write him off from not getting any more pick in the England squad. That sounds harsh though.
Yeah, like he's got obviously. The thing is like they're trying to play it down. Southgate trying to play it down over here. He's saying that there's no problem between Ben White and him, and there's no problem between Steve Holland, his assistant manager. There's no problem between them. But obviously, it's clearly a problem. Everybody knows it. They're trying to play
Yeah.
it down. But then some other people say that he's being a bit of a baby because he's complaining he's not getting his chance because. But you had Walker, you got Walker, you got Trent, you had Trippier in front of him.
And
Like,
at the
don't
time,
get.
Houston was playing.
That's what I'm saying. So you had all these players
And,
ahead of him,
and to me, all those players are better than him.
and there you go.
His
But
best
obviously,
opportunity is to play at centre back to get in this England team.
yeah,
It's,
that is probably his best position. But Southgate's stubborn, man. He's too loyal to certain players.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
don't get me wrong, they play well for England, but they haven't been playing well. They haven't been playing well for their clubs, or they haven't been playing at all for their clubs, and you're still picking them. I think this new one which has come out, the new squad,
Yeah.
Phillips. That's the first time he hasn't been in the squad.
And he's playing.
He's gone to West Ham to play games, and you dropped him out of the squad. Like,
I think he's playing. I think he's playing so bad to the point where he can't even pick him.
Yeah, but he's gone there to play games, right?
Yeah.
And you're not picking him in the squad. But when he's sitting on the bench at City just collecting his paycheck, you've been picking him and playing him.
Crazy.
He did the same thing. He did the same thing with Maguire. Maguire got like turfed out at Man United, and then obviously Ten Hag's come back groveling and picking him. But again, he wasn't playing, and he picked him. You've got Henderson. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, he's a Liverpool legend for what he's done at Liverpool. He's played over in Saudi Arabia.
If that was another player went to Saudi, he would have never get picked.
That's what I'm saying. He's got his favourites. That's what I'm saying. He's got his favourites. There's certain players who didn't deserve to be in that squad.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about it over here. And I'm sure you probably got the same in
James
Jamaica with
Prowse.
some of your players. Yeah, Ward-Prowse, like his form at the beginning of the season, he deserved to be in there.
Yeah. So I save the best for last. Your name Skanks. Can you dance?
Can I talk? Yeah. So basically, Scants is like my surname just broken down. That's what it is. So when I play cricket, that's what I get.
It's like you're skanking.
Yeah, I know.
So that's why I'm like, whoa, Skanks. And I
Yeah.
saw it the first time. I was like, where you got that name from? Yeah, Skanks.
Yeah,
Can you do the moves?
It's just a nickname broken down of my surname. When I play cricket, it was given to me when I played cricket.
Play cricket.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
What position?
Quick bowler.
Quick bowler?
Yeah.
I play high school cricket in Jamaica too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play high school cricket in Jamaica. You know. Daniel plays street cricket. You play cricket at school? Daniel?
Yeah.
You didn't play cricket at school?
No, that's football, not track.
Yeah, I play cricket, man. Cricket is a big thing. Cricket is a part of my life. Yeah, cricket is a big thing, in my life, man. But yeah, man, Skanks, glad to have you on the platform.
No problem, man. Anytime.
Yeah, man, really, really much love. Yeah, Daniel, you have anything to say?
This is the end of the podcast.
Skanks is leaving.
Skanks. Big up yourself. Honestly, I rather for the Premier League. I rather Liverpool win the Premier League than City at Arsenal. I can't stand Arsenal. And plus, I can't able to see Man City win the Premier League 4 times in a row. So I just, hopefully Liverpool can get the win, the W for the Premier League. And, just bless up yourself,
Yeah, man.
They can come back on the pod another time. I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
When we haven't lost, when we come back when we've won a game, man.
Who you guys play next?
We got
Brighton.
So if we win that, that's before the Arsenal game. So if we win that, we go top.
I'm gonna link you after the international break, because obviously City and Arsenal play. That will be a big one. Yeah, Arsenal and Liverpool play at Anfield against Brighton. That's another massive game. So. Yeah, man, we will keep in touch over the international break, brother. Bless up.
Definitely, man. Take it easy, Rose.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, that's Skanks there. Jaja, what's your takeaway of this weekend, Daniel? In all the football in FA Cup and English Premier League.
Coventry. Coventry get that big win at Holland. Wolves is a team in form, so that's not an easy place to go and win. And, glad to see Kacey Palmer doing very good. You know, hopefully he can bring that farm into
Bam. Yeah, he's really playing good. He's really playing good. Trust me. Yeah, he's really playing good. You know. Yeah, he's really playing good for Coventry. Hope he can bring that farm to Coventry, to the Reggae Boys. But
that guy that scored that last goal, is he?
he's an American, Adji Wright. Yeah, I forgot. You know, he didn't get called up. He didn't get called up.
You know, some see you, I say, yo, what we want to play that from?
Yeah, Adji Wright. Yeah, that's how, you know, I think he scored 13 goals in the championship this season for them. He's the one that notching in the goal for them. Adji Wright. Him and the guy Sims from Everton.
Yeah. Sims,
you know, yeah, but
British.
Sims.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's British. I don't know. He probably have some Caribbean descent. Probably. He look kind of Caribbean to me.
Yeah.
You know, but Adji Wright though. When the US men's national team, put out their 23-man roster, he was on the 60-man provisional squad, but I was like, whoa. But you know, obviously the US men's the team, the forward line, it's so strong, but Adji Wright has been playing good. Look,
I think
that's another thing.
That shot.
Greg Berhalter have his favorite too. Him have him favorite because Josh Sargent was injured for most part of the first half of the season for Norwich. You know, he's back now since the new year, and you know he's scoring goals, scored over 10 goals in the championship. But Adji Wright have been doing it. Adji Wright almost played 40 games, you know, this season for Coventry. They're still in the FA Cup, so he's running. You know, so I was expecting him to be in the squad, but you know, it's just going to take a hell of a effort to get in that US men's national team. Let's see if I can find their roster. Find the US men's team, that roster. I know Christian Pulisic, Balogun, Josh Sargent. Remember who is there? Trying to see. Like they took on the squad. I can't find it. Yeah, so they have Team Weah, Malik Tillman, Sergeant Pulisic, Pepe, and Balogun. You know, I mean, I don't know. He can play the wing. He can play the wing, and you know, he can play as a center forward. But what you think about Thursday coming? Big game, Jaja. You think we have an edge, or too many players are missing?
Too many players are missing. USA bringing their strongest team. Once they say Pulisic, you just know that they want to win this tournament. And
I saw that they brought Tyler Adams. He was injured for most part of the season. He came on in that.
Is he fit?
He played in the game that they beat Luton Town 4-3. He came on and played the last 25 minutes, and you know the coach was saying that it was him bring different dynamic to the middle, and you know it just give the team a different.
It's crazy because Chelsea didn't want to sign him in the summer, and Chelsea didn't went through with that movement more because he was injured. It's crazy, but as far as Jamaica,
it's gonna be tough.
It's
gonna be very tough. You know, Bailey's out, Bell, Pinnock, you know, Boza, Demarai, Gray. So it's too much, bro.
Even if we get that result, I'm assuming that we won't be playing Mexico in the final. So it's still gonna be difficult.
Don't write Panama off though. Panama is playing really good, and that Christian, what's his name? That Spanish, that kind of slash Danish Spanish coach. You know, he was, you know, that Panama coach. He used to play in the La Masia. His mom is a Spanish.
Yeah.
You know, he used to play in the La Masia. You know, he's learned much of his coaching badge, you know, in Spain. So that's why you kind of see Panama kind of play, and he kind of fit in. You know, Central America like Panama and Honduras, these teams played really, you know, tactical footballers, close touch. You know, so that's why he kind of fit in there. But really good coach, but oh my God, look, I'm dreaming about this game. Trust me, I'm dreaming about this game because I'm just hoping it's going to be a good vibes in Texas. You know, I'm hoping it's going to be.
One thing I can give, one advice I can give Jamaica coach.
Coach Amir Grinson.
I do not want to see a two-man midfield. I think
Yeah, we cannot. No. We cannot play that two-man midfield. We're going to get run over.
We're going to get overrun in that midfield.
We're going to get overrun.
With that same 4-4-2 formation, we're going to get overrun in that.
Yeah. I don't look. You know the 4-4-2. It's not a bad position. It's not a bad formation to go in that game. But we don't have the players to do it. We don't have the personnel to do it. We just don't have the players in the midfield. It takes a lot from that. You remember when Chelsea was playing that double pivot is just all Cesc Fabregas and Kante?
Yeah.
So you have someone that can, as a workhorse, who will go win the ball, who can dribble, who can play the ball. Then you have a player like Cesc Fabregas can play the ball much faster, 50 yards pass, anything you can get from Cesc Fabregas. So I don't think we have that player like, N'Golo Kante. If we have that player like a real dynamic number 6, can play like a N'Golo Kante, overall player, maybe you could say that player and Kacey Palmer can play it. Because Kacey Palmer is a really good player now. Just injuries over the couple seasons why, he's kind of his talent kind of derailed a little bit. But I trust Kacey Palmer. Like, look, there's another thing about this Jamaican midfield. Daniel Johnson, he's not playing no football for Stoke City since the start of the season, since the start of the year. They changed a coach. He's not playing no football right now. Trust me. The coach is an idiot. Bailey should play. Gregory Samuel said the coach is an idiot. Bailey should have played match and then let him pay a fine. Why, Gregory?
No. I mean, the only problem I have with that situation, didn't that incident happen from the first leg in a Jamaica?
Yeah. I mean, you could
why
say
didn't they do that from then? Why no?
That's what I'm saying. It's I don't know. I just don't know. It could have easily started out before they leave Kingston to go to Toronto to play that second leg, but it's wrong timing. But look, me personally, bro, if a player have done something wrong and he break the curfew, he needs to get suspended. Trust me. Something, suspend, fine, but it doesn't matter. Ban a 1 game ban, something. You have to face a punishment. But the timing is just wrong.
Yeah.
Just come the wrong time.
Especially missing all these players,
It just come the wrong time. Because when you look at it, bro, you have Cardosa, that player that played for Real Betis for the US men's national team. You have Musa, not really playing a lot of football for AC Milan. McKennie, he's playing his best football right now on Allegri. He played around 60 minutes on the weekend. So when you really look at that, Tyler Adams is a very, very good player. Trust me. Tyler Adams is one of, on his day, he's one of the best number 6 around in CONCACAF. You have another number 6 that I think he got player of the tournament or MVP. I think his name is Carrasquilla, that Afro player for Panama. You have Romo, you have Roma for Mexico. There's another player. You have Luis Chavez. You have quite a few number 6 in around the CONCACAF. But Tyler Adams is a different shark in the sea, to be honest. Trust me. Gregory said he should take him out of the Canadian game, and why not? Yeah, I was saying the same thing because a lot of reports was going around that he was doing his stuff in Kingston. So I was like, yeah, if you heard it from them, why not make that decision from there? Yeah. You understand? Why not make the decision from Kingston before we play that second leg in? And then again, it would have been the right time because Bailey was having like a toe injury, in that second leg against Canada. So wrong timing, but a lot of pressure going to be on Ronaldo Cephas, and I don't know if the coach going to trust him to start him. But Cephas needs to start.
It's Antonio.
Yeah.
So if we go on off the coach normally formation, who's going to be that second striker? Is it going to be Bobby Reed and Antonio?
See? Alright, so this will be my, this I can probably predict on what the coach, have been doing since he's in the this job. Obviously, Pinnock and Damian Lowe is the best partnership we have, but Pinnock is also going to be Deshaun Bernard, Lowe and Deshaun Bernard, and Gregory at left back. I and then he's going to play Dexter, the young player, and Lowe at Arts. Joel Latibody going to play. According to all the coach picking team, Joel Latibody going to play central midfield. Then he will play. He will play Kacey Palmer and he will play Bobby Reed. So it's either probably Jamal Lowe might find himself on the bench, but 3 in the midfield. I seen him go with 3 in the midfield. I saw Bobby Reed might play on the right. Daniel Johnson, Joel Latibody, and Kacey Palmer in the midfield, and Cephas on the left, and then Mikel Antonio through the middle. He'd have player like.
If I was a coach, I know he probably don't even work onto this formation. I would have gone with a back 3. I would have gone a back 5.
Yeah.
And this try to be very narrow.
I have a midfield. I have a midfield video that I'm going to do right after I do this video.
We can finish up this talk on extra time. This is a podcast.
But yeah, man, I have a video that's going to drop. In the next hour. Yeah, in the next hour that I'm going to talk about how to solve this midfield. But one key thing in that video, Joel Latibody can play the midfield, but when the team is carrying out the ball, he drop in between Damian Lowe and Deshaun Bernard, and then use Kacey Palmer and another midfielder, which I would probably put Bobby Reed, because you want to have your best technical player that with their back to the goal can bring the ball out, especially when you're going to get pressed. So I would probably play him at number 6, but playing more, in that second, that third center half when we play out the ball. So the defensive line is his last line of formation right there. So yeah, I think I'm going to bring out the video around 4:35 around that time. But yeah. So we're going to finish up right now, man. People, thanks for passing through, man. Thanks for passing through. As what time we're going to do the extra time talk?
Around 4 my time.
Yeah, so 7 p.m. Eastern time. 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, so we're going to do the extra time talk on the football show. You guys can go over there and subscribe to this channel, where we talk about all the big stuff outside of English football. And that channel also stuff about the Reggae Boys players around the world and coming up that big game in Arlington, Texas. Yeah. So bless up on yourself, Have anything else you want to tell the people?
Yeah, just tune in to Danny and Football Show. You don't know, we'll be talking more about the Jamaican match coming up next.
Thursday.
Next week. Yeah, Thursday, and we just give us more in depth talking about that game, and Barca versus Atletico.
It's coming up.
We give us our reaction of that game. So
yeah.
Yeah, man.
So yeah. Respect people. Bless up.